Usually takes about 30 seconds, maybe. Send it out for the love of God. Catch on Facebook. What's up, guys? Dang, that took like 45 seconds to send out the notification. That's crazy. Morning, guys. Morning, morning, morning. I am like 6 foot. Oh, wait. I don't know if you're on here. Hey, yo. What's up? Hold on. I gotta answer this text message real quick. 6 feet. Boom. There we go. There we go. What's up, Crown and Ivy? How are you doing this morning? What's up? What's up? Dang, all the friends are here. Hold on. Let me get this going. Is anybody going to be here that wants to mod? That has time to mod? You totally don't have to. No pressure. What's up, Taylor? Just say me in the chat if you... Oh, Thriftworks USA. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, alright. I'll mod you. Thriftworks USA. God, Darren. That was such a good card pull. I don't know that I'll do it in the middle of the day again, but that's what we do. We learn. We learn. Alright, I'm gonna slow it down. The plant guy. Oh, I know you're busy. I appreciate it. Let's go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm going to show you the cards real quick. They aren't even pinned anymore. What the hey? What the hey? Guys, it's just going to be a Ben only show. Check the show notes. I have my Thriftworks trading card. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm going to get back up to Ethereum. Okay. Don't boot from the show. That would be embarrassing. What's up? What's up, Nate? All right. Guys, you dared me to, so we're doing it live. I don't know how long we'll be on because I got a raid train today. What's up, Amy? Welcome in. But let me show you guys. All right. Thrift shop trading cards. Let me see. Don't do it. All right. So I just have them in sleeves right now. Let me turn this light on. But what I am going to do is I found like do 9 TCs last. Oh, well, that's okay. Have you guys ever been on late night and wandered into the baked goods section? Yeah, I bought a lot of baked goods last night. And candy. Yeah, I did. So, yeah. All right. Thrift shop trading card. Yeah, oopsie. I bought so much candy last night. I think a trip to the bar would have been cheaper. Okay, so I have them just in a sleeve right now. What I'm gonna do is I found like a big poster type hanging sleeve thing. What's up, Mama Z? And I'm gonna hang it for like a backdrop, like on the wall, and just fill them in. But this is what they are. Thriftworks USA. You saw them in the chat. He does the trading cards. This is him. He really looks like that, for real, in real life. That's maybe a younger version of him. I don't know. But I'm just playing. So, guys, I'm just playing, Darren. What's up, Les? Welcome in, Les. Miss Tough. Okay, but he's got the community booster packs. Okay, there's a couple of reprints, not reprints, extras in my shop. You can buy, or you can get a booster pack from him. But I got the PWE last night. I was so excited. I aged like 60 years. I mean, I wasn't gonna tell anybody, but so these are kind of these are the nod to like the things we see on Whatnot, the 1-star review, the PWE to the Ocean Abyss, sudden death, the Gibby Goblin. I know, I'm working on lighting, don't judge me. Yeah, the 1-star review one. There we go. I can get it. Bit it up, chat. That one's one of my faves. So I got all of them. Mod Squad. I got Mod Squad last night. I've not seen anybody pull Mod Squad yet. But I like these are everywhere, so I don't know. Somebody might have, and then we got the bubble wrap and the flash sale. So it was a good pull. Good pull. They're fun. They're so fun. Also, can I put in a listing that I'm willing to trade? Can I put that in a listing? I don't know. I didn't know if that was considered taking it off thing. Cause I'm really well, I appreciate you. You like if you guys are struggling with selling and you're like, how do I keep going? Like the journey of the Thriftworks cards is like just a story of perseverance and awesomeness and what community really should look like. So because he's in France. He's in France. Well, he was in France. Now he's in the US. But that's where it started. So it's just like a story of perseverance. Like it really makes you evaluate like people complain about shipping a lot and that dude like just did it. He just did it. He found a way, kept getting I don't know what the word to use. Shit on. but But yeah, so nod to you. Speaking of sheeping, oh, BRB. Never give up. What's up, Chris? Guys, Chris is uh, a Pokemon, not Pokemon, Demon Slayer person. I bought one of the cards. Guys, the card category is also dangerous. But awesome. Okay. So I always got to shout it out. Yeah, Mom. I modded you too. No pressure, Mama Z. But and I'm multicasting. So since this is kind of a teaching show, I'm doing it on Facebook and YouTube. So you don't have to buy a sticker out of the bin if you don't want to. You can always go back and rewatch it. What's up, God, I can't ever say your full name. I'm sorry. Let's go, Les. You too. No pressure though. No pressure. Guys, people with mod buttons, there's never any pressure to mod. It's just people that I trust and have got to know over time. So, and I'm sure there's people lurking that are in here. But I do understand ghost mode now. I get it. I used to not get it. It's falling under pressure. What's up, plant noob? I get the ghost mode now. I used to be like, why do people do that? And then like the amount of shows that I'll jump in between and it like join, 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 join. I get it now. So and sometimes I just want to listen to what people have to say. Like it's their show. I want to listen to them chat. Right? Yeah, playing noob, I get that. Yeah, that's kind of because we do. We scroll through shows so fast. I mean, I'm guilty, but all right, man, I am not wanting to get started this morning. I am rough this morning. It's all those big. I looked at my bank account this morning and saw all the. Thank you, thank you. I saw all the baked goods I bought. That's why. That's why. But I also have discovered late night Pokemon. That's a whole new experience. No, we're just shooting the shit, and we're gonna prop this big Almo back here. Everything I have available is in the shop right now, but no plants. But thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. All right, we'll get started. We're gonna prop the big elbow. What's up, CB? Welcome in, guys. Okay, if you have any questions, drop a question mark. Drop your question. This goes for the whole stream. And then if you got questions about like allocation moss, that's what I do. What else? TCs, as always, you can ask about. What's up, SC Perry? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, but I will move you guys closer so you can see what's up. Guys, don't. Okay, I have. Everybody has one of these in their kitchen. I tried to find stuff that like people would normally have. You like you got a knife. Okay, not for sale, and I don't sell unrooted cuttings either. So those won't be for sale. Oh, they switched around the buttons. So now like tell them to schedule a show and go to when you click into the show, it'll click the more. Like when he first gets in, click the more and it'll have camera preview instead of rehearsal mode because I couldn't find it when they did the update, and I'm like, shit, did they take rehearsal mode out? Because I use it to like test lighting and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just under camera preview. He can also set up a private show. I do that a lot. Yeah. Is he wanting to practice? Sorry, maybe I misunderstood. Like practice, he'll just have to. I mean, you could probably just set up a private show, toggle on private show, get in there. I usually will send my link to whoever I trust because I'll have them check shipping also. That's another good way. If he did what? Korsky, what's up? I didn't hit my first show bonus. Oh, no sales? Yeah. I mean, I get it. Then the camera preview is probably the only thing you can do. Unless somebody else has an idea. Oh, dang, Court. Yeah. Or have them play on your. Yeah. If you trust, like, you trust them to do that. Yeah. Play on your account. What else was I going to say? Oh, the heater's kicking on. Green Haven. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess that would fuck his new show. Or his bonus. Is he selling plants? It's all we need. Another plant seller. I'm just kidding. You guys know I joke around. What's up, Amy Moo? I just play. There's room for everybody, guys. All right. Standard kitchen knife. Standard kitchen knife. Do have high-tech shears, high speed. To just take my money. I know. You're funny. I like the people in your life. They're fun. All right. Got the alcohol right. Don't drink it. This is 70%. But yeah, don't be afraid to go cross category, guys. Don't be afraid to go cross category. You were gonna get jumped because you didn't run that one card. I'm just saying it was gonna happen. Just kidding. We don't condone violence. I like Chris. He's a good dude. So that's what we got. we're propping that one. I'm kind of torn on whether to take these two leaves on top. I'll show you guys up close because like this leaf here is already pushing out a second leaf, but it has a note on it. So I probably need an adult. So if I royally fuck this up, you guys will see it live. And I will be on Reddit or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. And the tagline will be this guy. Probably. Probably. If I'm not already there. So you know somebody's be like, this bitch don't know how to prop shit. You know it's true though. You know it's true. Just saying. I've seen it. I've heard it. So embarrassing. What's up, Haley? Yeah. Don't forget the clip button. If you've made it to Reddit, you really made it. I'm just saying. You're really doing good stuff. Right? Or bad stuff. Not really. Haley, have you made it to Reddit? All right. I'm going to pull you guys off here. We're going to get up close to the elbow. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. All right. Slowly turning around, not to make you guys sick. Take a stroll down Monstera Alley. Oh, that guy needs a new zip code. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're deep in the jungle, guys. Go with me. We're deep in the jungle. Woo, woo, woo. Ah, 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 ah. Whoa, where did that monkey come from? I have no idea. All right, so I got this big top cut. I got this big top cut. Okay, right there. I can't see with you. I know. So she has the node right there. So shit. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to prop it right here. Okay, that's an option because this guy right here has like 3 nodes back there. And then everybody else is like just normal succession of stuff. Okay, so how many cuts should we take? I need an adult because I don't know. I'm probably going to take it like midway down. This is the other thing. Make a game plan. Even if you don't know what you're doing, make a game plan. Watch. Let's see how many viewers I get just holding this up. Lots of experimenting, guys. Lots of experimenting. Okay, no takers. Marge is an adult. I know. She's packing though now. I'll probably take 3. We'll see how I feel after the first one. Okay, guys. All I'm doing, ISO on this guy. I'm an adult. Who you are? Oh, we're all screwed. Yep. See, we're all screwed now. We're all screwed now. Don't worry. I'll set you guys up over there. Okay. But we're going to take the first cut with this cut because I want to be surgical about it. Don't overcomplicate it. If you're worried, just take it wherever. Okay. Lots of good advice this morning. Like, whatever. Just do whatever you want. Totally good advice. Totally good advice. All right. Let's see how this looks. Can you even see that? All right. You guys, what is. Okay. All right. See? Guys, I have a question. Just cut the cuss later. I am. All right. Here. Well, I gotta see what's in frame, too. I may have to back you guys up. Let's see. Is the knife in frame? Oh, the knife is in frame up here. Okay. But we're going to cut down here. So I'll move you guys down. There we go. Thanks for the oh, see? Look, if you don't have a knife in a jungle, you really should. You never know when the monkeys are coming. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross cut this guy right here. Right down the crotch. Essentially. The crown, I know. Okay? And I do want it to be like super sharp. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, I forgot. She's green tied. She's green tied. Look at that. Somebody's gonna I do not. I do not. This is more of a morning show, propping show, but thanks for asking. All right, baby nodes. Baby nodes. Got nodes? Okay, I'm gonna just put it over there and then we'll talk about what we do after. That was scary. That was scary, guys. I've been growing this guy forever. Been growing this guy forever. But here we are, chopping it for science, right? For science, guys. Let's do, he's got 2 nodes. So all I'm doing is I'm doing the same thing on this guy. We're gonna get surgical with it. Oh God, plant down, plant down. Look at all the, look at that. Look at those roots on that guy. And but I know, me too. Do it for the literal, yeah, that's my justification. So, hi, hello, I'm an elbow. I do too. That one's good. All right, I think I'm only gonna take like 2 more cuts. I think I'm only take, yeah, I'm gonna take 2 more cuts. Let me see where we're at. So, look, wouldn't this be like scary? Like plant talk. I know. Guys, this is like the making of a horror show. I'm just saying. Through the jungle. All right, all right. Stop playing around. Be serious, guys. This is serious business. Hi, I'm an elbow. I wish I could do Quagmire off Family Guy. All right. This guy has a lot of roots, though. All I'm doing is kind of rocking the knife back and forth. And then when I get close to the, oh, those roots are stuck together, you assholes. Oh, well, this guy's gonna be pissed off. Look, when you give it good support, it doesn't want to come off. So I had to chop, these are aerial roots that stuck together. Okay, just chopped them off. Because they're really stuck together on this guy. So we gotta get, God bless it. Guys, nature don't play around. Oh God. Do you guys hear the snap and like have an instant panic attack when you hear the snap? I do. There we go. Too much snapping going on. It's like your house creaking. I know, nature's fucking scary. Now, guys, see, I know it's hard to see back here, but it's cut and it's holding on to the aerial roots because I give it good support. Okay, support matters when you're growing these guys. I'm definitely not the resident expert. I've just learned from watching other people. Look at all those. That's what good support will give you. Roots. Got roots? All right. Yeah, I'm only going to take this one more. 2 more or 1 more? Tell me, 1 or 2? 1 or 2? I need to know. What's up, Emerald and Rooted? We're just cutting the elbow. 2? Mo, you live life on the edge, don't you? You live life on the edge. 2. I need to chop my tie. Good, good. That's the whole point. Like, that's the whole point. But it does get a little emotional because I've been growing this guy out for a long time, but it ran out of room. So here we are. All right, I'm gonna get my scissors so we could do it differently. Show you guys a little different method. Okay, you just take a regular garden shears. Doesn't it look like a bird? See, we're in the jungle. You never know what animal is gonna show up. You never know. Okay, see, he's cut. He's cut, but he's hanging on because the aerial roots. You never know what animal. Probably an owl. Oh, touche, touche. Yes, not chopping. Yeah, not chopping the elbow. But look at, okay, aerial roots. And you guys are like, what the fuck is she gonna do with that? I'll show you. Don't worry. All right, one more cut. Not, thank you, Emerald. How are you guys doing this morning? One more cut, guys. It's gonna make me puke, okay? What's up, the Velvet Leaf Lounge? Selling good. Let's go. Guys, and if you're a seller, feel free to promote yourself. This is just an open forum show, so I don't care. All right, this is gonna be the last one. You guys can't. God, my stomach hurts doing this. No, no, not. I want to root them. I want to root them, and then also probably January, or February. That's me. That's me, guys. What's up, Hauna Botanicals? Well, I don't know you that well, so I wasn't gonna say the other name. But Hoya person. Great Hoya person. All right. Actually, what I may do is I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do over at the table. Okay, that's all we're doing. I know most of you will probably leave now. That's okay. I don't take offense to it. God, these aerial roots really just nature, man. It's like, don't let me go, Jack. Don't let me go, Jack. For some reason, the making of the Titanic has been on my Facebook feed like for all week. I don't understand. I haven't even talked about the Titanic unless social media thinks I'm a Titanic. Too soon? Too soon? Look at that. All right. That's all we're doing today, guys. That's all we're doing. But I'll show you. What, Amy? What? All right, let me show you. So, you guys know I use the felt poles or the cocoa core poles. I don't do moss. I don't do moss. I don't do moss. Okay? But look, when it has good support, like you literally have to rip it off. I could. Oh, did you really? You didn't have to do that. You might be all right, Velvet Leaf. You might be all right. All right. Yeah, okay. So, here's what it so look. This is what I do. Hi, Catherine Labs. Probably somebody else trying to sell me TCs. Once you start doing stuff, people are like, "Here, I have a lab, buy my shit." Like, no, I don't want to. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh, Albos or Monstera and support. Okay. I would encourage you guys to just like you could chat GBT it, Google it, YouTube it, whatever. learn why Monstera likes support. You guys know Monstera grow in the forest, but they grow on trees, right? The support matters because it signals to the plant, right? So this was one of the first like leaves, right? This was the What's up? Oh shoot, hold on. Mandolin, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, thank you. Thank you. So this was a lower leaf. This is a lower leaf. There's a reason top cuts are more expensive because as your as your leaves are sitting on the pole, right? And they're getting really good support. Okay? It's signaling to the plant that it has great support. So it's going to continue to push upwards and bigger. Like I can get in depth with it if you guys really want to, but I know how it goes. I know how it goes. I bore people sometimes. Oh shit, yeah, I got you. I'm on you. A lot of moderate. So, and look, this is open forum, like I mean it. If you guys got questions or you want to contribute your knowledge to the chat, please feel comfortable doing so. Guys, don't pick on people in the chat if they're sharing. They're sharing because they feel comfortable, and my channel is a place for everybody to feel comfortable, no matter your expert level or beginner level. Okay? It doesn't matter. Let me see here. Dang, she's not here. All right. All right. So that's what we got. I'm going to probably move you guys again. So that was kind of a lower cut, but roots. So what I'm going to do, this guy is a node, right? No, it's not a node. We don't want to cut that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Not that it sucks. It's just I am very allergic to moss, like allergy wise, and that's what I use a lot of. But I just I struggled with moss poles, and then someone was talking about support, so then I googled it and researched it, and the support matters. In my opinion, the support matters because go look it up right now. You'll see them growing on the side of the tree. Does a plant does and you can correct me if I'm wrong. This is just the way I think about it. The outside of that bark doesn't provide any nutrient to the plant, right? Like it doesn't. It's just bark. It gets its nutrients from the roots and the leaves, right? Because the leaves are solar paneled. If you guys are ever, and I'll talk on that shit. See, I need to be organized. Well, I thought about cutting this aerial root, but there's not a node there, so there's nothing to throw out there. Guys, I'm special. Yeah, don't. Thank you. Thank you for being an adult, Amy. Thank you. Thank you, Bama. Yeah. So don't. So let's say that's perfect example. Let's say like these were really tight and there was another node coming in. I could get another node out of this guy. Yeah. Growth point, node, whatever. Okay. Look. So I've talked about it before. If you guys are new to the variegated world, I want you to look at it like this. This is so when you guys are struggling with like your highly variegated tissue cultures or your highly variegated plants, like there can be umpteen different things to think about to mess up. It could be a bunch of things. But if you kind of keep in mind just to keep it simple, like just keep it simple, you'll do all right. So because people struggle with white monsters in tissue culture, and this is why. This is why, like the science behind it. Okay, so we got our variegated leaf. It could be a pink leaf. It could be anything. I could show you. Tissue culture, polyaria. Poly fucking aria. 4 leaves are fucking white. And I still acclimated it. Okay? Still acclimated it. Like, it's not meant to be. This is the first freaking green leaf it threw out. So this is acclimated tissue culture, so same concept applies. But who doesn't like staring at nodes? And look, I'm gonna let this callus over. I'm gonna put something on it. Okay, I'll get into that, but for teaching purposes, we'll do this, right? What's another one I have like a really, you guys know how I feel about fucking pinks. Fucking pinks. Okay? They're pretty, but they're assholes. Okay? I had a really white one. Okay. Also, this is corm grown. Nairobi Nights. I had this white ass leaf for like a month. And it would not push out another leaf till like a week and a half ago. But this is corm grown, okay? So same concept applies. Corm grown TCs, propagated plants, whatever the fucking plant. Whatever the plant. So, your leaves are like solar panels, right? You guys hear people talk about the almost said chlorophyll. No, chloroform. What's up, lovely Leo? Welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, I have a raid train later tonight. That's why, I mean, I tried to come on later for the West Coast people. I'm trying. And then we'll get in. I'll remind me how I put my shows, and then I'll talk about that. Okay, so this could be your leaves are like solar panels, right? Okay, all green leaves, all the solar panels, Picture like just like everybody look up at somebody's roof that has all the squares of solar panels, right? Picture that on this leaf. Okay. When you start getting into the variegated and white stuff, that is no solar panel. That essentially has little to no solar power ability. Okay? The green spots are your solar panel. So essentially, this leaf is probably made up a quarter of good solar panel. This guy, well, this is a better example. This guy is like a quarter of solar panel. Look how much white is on there. Okay, so in a bigger established plant, it's a little easier because they're established, like this guy. But when you have it in tissue culture, it goes way slower. Like way slower, guys. I have tissue culture. I have acclimated and got corms from before I have even got some of these guys acclimated to my ambient air on the variegated stuff. Okay. I'm not scaring you away from variegated, but you hear people talk about the all white leaves. They're pretty, but they don't last long. That is why. Literally, your plant, this all white leaf, has no energy to put into the roots to fight off any disease or infection or whatever. So that's why it struggles. Okay. So you got your solar panel leaf. Okay. It provides energy down the stem into the roots. Okay. Into the roots. I was looking for something else. I squirreled there for a second. So what happens is we'll take this root. We'll take this guy because he's got a tiny root. You guys get your Monstera TCs, right? You get your Monstera TCs, they have one big ass root, right? Normally in the bag. But they're like this type of variegation where it's like a quarter of it is green. Okay. So you got nodes with the green stem. Now what generally happens is when you guys go to put them in moss, I speak on moss and brownie plugs because that's all I use. There's plenty of different great other ways to do it. Go watch those people. Just go watch them. Something will work. I suck at pawn. I'm not afraid to admit it. Got to risk it for the biscuit sometimes. I'm not. So go, if pawn's your jam, go watch somebody who does pawn. I do not do pawn because you guys know I knock over all my plants, so I switched out. Like literally everything is in moss or a brownie plug. So what happens is you guys. I probably shouldn't do this because you guys are. I know where your guys' mind is. I know where it is. So you got your root, right? But I suck with moss, see? So yeah, feel free to share what you use and don't if you go live to sell, like don't be afraid to talk about what you do. What's up, Chrislyn? How are you doing? We're not selling today, guys. We're just teaching today, unless it's in the shop. Whew. So, what generally happens, whether you use a brownie plug, you use moss, or you use pawn, is you oversaturate your substrate. Like soak it. So usually cocoa chips. Oh, okay. Sweet. I've heard cocoa chips. I haven't tried those yet. I definitely want to try that shit. So you oversaturate your substrate, whatever substrate that might be. Moss, pawn, cocoa chips, brownie plug. Okay. Sleeping. Oh, you root them in cocoa chips? Oh, I gotcha. Oh, if you're, I got the full circle moment there. I did. I did. Thank you. I was like, what? Guys, I told you. I'm very slow this morning. Yep, works great. Um, but yeah, I got comfortable with that, so that's what I use. Like, and it's like I'll use brownie plugs and moss. All my Monstera are in the aeroid mix of all the shit. Like Leca, perlite, peat moss, but just enough peat moss to hold moisture and hold the nutrients, and then like two other things that I forget. But it's just easier for me to do all my plants in one or two things. Okay, instead of like having some pawn, having some moss, having some brownie plug, stuff like that. I do mix leca into my aeroid mix. Yeah. So the reason I like leca, like this could be gravel, you guys. Essentially, you're just creating a self-watering cup. I like leca because I could soak my leca in whatever rooting like concoction you guys want to use, and I soak that leca. I soak the moss, I soak the leca, and all the rooting shit. And then what it does is it essentially creates self-watering to where like it soaks up the moss. I will say the smaller it is, the faster the moss dries out, in my opinion, when they're in open air. I'm looking to see what I got. I can give you guys a tour too. I know it's Saturday, we got newer folks in here. What was I gonna say? But any of the substrates, just do it. Just learn it. Learn whatever substrate. Learn whatever works for your business. I like to do brownie plugs to resell because they're easy to pack and ship. Like that matters to me. Time matters. So that's why, like, just pick a couple, stick with it, figure out what works for you, and just stick to it. Hold on, I'll do you guys a quick tour. I'll do just so you guys see the substrate. So this I forgot. I keep my pothos. That's aeroid substrate. It's got the whatever shit. It'll come to me. So all these guys, that this is acclimated tissue culture. The lemon lime acclimated tissue culture. That was in a brownie plug, and then I surrounded it with aeroid mix when I took it out. Aeroid mix, aeroid mix, aeroid mix, aeroid mix. Okay. This is like my pothos box. Okay. Pothos. Also put them on a pole. Also put them on a pole. We got the anthurium. So these are like deliciosas I already propagated like last month. Acclimating tissue cultures and brownie plugs. Schinapsis and moss and perlite. Prop bin. And then the allocation, all this whole section, all acclimated tissue culture. Yeah, I'll talk about it. Those are regular plants. Golden bone, you guys know. Look, I know you guys like the variegated stuff, but the golden bone is like my favorite. How did we learn? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Trial and error. Trial and error. No, I did a lot of research. I did a lot of research. Oh, Jen's got the goods. What's up? Ooh, hold on. My drink was too sugary. I need some water. Drink was too sugary. A lot of trial and error, a lot of research. Like when I start doing something, I want to know as much about it before I start it, if that makes sense. And then just research what plants, like if you're new to plants, right? Let's say you get them on Stera, just go to YouTube, Google it. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't have like a formal education. No, I do not have a PhD in jack shit. I'm playing around. You know I play around too much. No, all self-taught. My brother, no, nope. I am the mentor. What's up, May? What's up, May? My younger brother, they do run a greenhouse up north in Wisconsin, but they do the seasonal plants. I am curious. Do you think there is a market for like the seasonal plants on Whatnot? I should do a poll, you know? I don't know. I don't know if there is. Yes? That so like self-taught. Yeah, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I've lost money doing it, but college would be expensive too. So, Christmas cake. Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't sure. That's why I haven't messed with it yet. But yeah, so all self-taught, YouTube University, Google University. No, I wish you guys could. I wish you guys could do polls as mods. But okay. Hold on. Real quick. Sugar L Mark, are you still here? Are you still here? Are you still here? Yes. Okay. Look, I've been busy with branding. If you check out my thumbnails and stuff like that, you can grade me on that stuff, but keeping it simple, branding, branding, branding. That's what I've been about since your show. So, oh, thank you guys for your purchase. So, guys, branding matters. Simple logos matter, simple messages matter. And like that's the other thing. Sometimes like I wanted to focus on branding and like it just happened to work out where I met Sugar on Market and they did a whole show on branding and like blew my mind. blew my mind and really made me reflect on what I want my message to be. So thank you. Thank you for that. They are the sugar pushers I was talking about earlier in the show. Um, yeah, the morning show one, I was trying to keep the other ones simple, kind of like Green 13, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it matters. But we could talk about that some other time. So, cuz I know everybody's busy around Christmas time, so that like I'll message you after that later or whenever you have time, which you never have time. But I mean because you're selling so much, not that you don't make time. You make time. I didn't even know her before the Shop Happy challenge. Like I didn't even know her. I've only known her like whatever, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. Like completely changed my mindset on a lot of stuff. On a lot of stuff. But guys, that's where I was last night buying a lot of candy and baked goods, okay? When I was talking about that earlier and I was like, shit, I bought a lot of stuff. And then I went into Fundamentals Live, bought more. Shit. It was a bad night. A good night, but a bad night. So, yeah, guys, go bookmark Sugar on Market Show. They're doing a lot of selling because it's Q4. No regrets ever, never. Um, and you guys do it, guys. If I will tell you as a buyer, not just a seller, when I see free shipping, like reduced shipping, I'm all in. Like I got to be careful when I go into Sugar on Market Show because I don't even remember how it doesn't take long to get to free shipping. That's strategy. Okay, right? I get free shipping. I'm filling that box. I done paid for shipping. Might as well get the candy now. So it works, guys. It works. Speaking from a buyer. Speaking from a buyer. But yeah. So I am really hitting it hard on branding. That way, come February, we're gonna rock out a ton of TCs. We got a ton of TCs coming in, acclimating. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun next season. And she made me think. She also made me think. Look, this is gonna turn into a PSA for Sugar Hill Market. I'm sorry, guys. We were talking about Monstera and stuff like that, but we shifted branding. Okay, um, it does matter. It matters because she said something and then a reworker's passion said something and I was like, oh, I got Pokemon cards, so I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna sell this time of year? I don't know. I have Pokemon cards. I've sold the shit out of some Pokemon cards, let me just tell you that. Totally different category. Totally different category. See, can't even speak English. um but it got me thinking about like where I'm at. Plants are seasonal, right? You got the ebb and flow of that. Nothing wrong with selling plants in the winter online, just to be perfectly clear. But that's not a strategy. I didn't have a strategy for that. Now I have a strategy for it. What this off time showed me is like, what am I gonna do next year? I need to start thinking next year about this year about next year's downtime. What am I gonna do? I didn't know, but now I know I need to know. I didn't know that before. Because I mean, I know it's hard to believe, guys. I know I've only been on this app for like 6 months now. I don't know. I've been on here long, but I've learned so much. Learned so much. Okay, back to the plants. But branding. Think about your branding. Think about your thumbnails. Think about stuff like that because it matters. Keep it simple. She said something. She said in her branding show, this is what like really flipped the switch for me on logos because I was overcomplicating logos. She's like, keep it simple. Nike keeps it simple. Apple keeps it simple. And it's a very recognizable logo. Wherever you go, make your logo recognizable. Okay? Go look at her shows. They're on all their thumbnails. Same logo. Usually in the bottom right hand corner. So, yeah, I agree. I totally 100% agree with you. The Velvet Leaf Lounge. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm not shitting on anybody selling in the winter. I just wanted to really focus on branding and making like a solid strategy for next season. But yeah, 100%. I actually would prefer shipping TCs like this time of year than like 100-degree heat in the middle of summer, especially to places like California. No shame on California, guys. Okay. But it does. The heat. Yeah. I 100% agree with you on that. Because I've gotten TCs in summer and they are melted. Okay. It doesn't always happen, guys. Okay. Don't be scared. We're just talking about all the things. Okay. All the things. So, but yeah, you didn't take that bad, right? Like, don't, I didn't mean it bad. Yeah. Yeah, especially the higher variegated ones. Okay. All right. I imported like some really, you guys remember the pink bambinos, like the middle of the summer? Maybe you don't. But like they were huge. They were huge. But like I think 5 out of the 7 leaves on some of them were straight pink. And they were already melting by the time they got here. Oh, gotcha. I'm with you. So back to Monstera, back to variegation. Okay. It can be done, guys, with all the white leaves. But when you add the Monstera factor, because it is a Monstera factor, not an alocasia factor, a Monstera factor, they do grow slower in tissue culture specifically. Is that a green bambino? No, it was a pink variegated one. I I have a bunch of pinks. I'll show you a couple pinks I got that I oh, whatever I was holding. No, that's the Polyaria. That's the Polyaria, and this is the Nairobi Nights from Acorm. Yeah, no problem. So when you add the Monstera factor, once you get them supported and stuff, they grow like fast. That guy took off like a bat out of hell like 3 months ago, and I just been letting them cook. Let your shit cook, not like in the oven with heat and shit to where you kill them, but just let them cook. Don't be in a rush to acclimate your stuff. There's no need to, unless you're going to sell them. And if you're going to sell them acclimated, you probably should start 45 to 60 days before you want to sell them, depending on the variegation. Cook them plants. Cook them plants. Cook them plants. Oh my gosh, guys. Look, plants are so resilient. We got the Monstera pom-poms. Okay, they're not. There is a Monstera called pom-poms. Okay, I take that back. I take that. I meant cheerleader pom-poms. Okay. Somebody's gonna come in. Somebody's gonna come in and say, Kimmy called an elbow a pom-pom. I can already see it. I can already see it. So Monstera roots. I do have one acclimating. I'll show you guys. I do better with showing. I'll show you the one. I'll show you the one I got. It's in a brownie plug too, guys. It's in a brownie plug. Let me get it. What's up, guys? Welcome in. And I'm an Aquarius, so I'm a dreamer and creative person. Okay. Straight out of the domes. All right. What's this guy? This is a white monster. You guys see the white monsters everywhere. Brownie plug. Okay. Brownie plug. February. Wait. Well, I got an order in January for February. So I'm going to be. Oh, no, January. January. When's your birthday? That's probably why we clicked. Probably. Okay. White monster. In a brownie plug. Okay. You guys know the root. I knew it. I knew it. When's Franny's? Is Franny a December or somewhere? I'm just curious. Oh! Okay. I did not see that coming. I did not. Okay. White monster. Look. Okay. You guys see, remember the solar panel theory? This guy is like 10% solar panel. This guy is like 90, and she's already pushing out a new leaf. But what generally happens, whether this is a moss, brownie plug, cancer, oh yeah, isn't it Mercury in retrograde right now, or full moon bullshit stuff? That's why people be being crazy. Okay, so the root. You guys know you get the one root. Okay, what I do, if it's a long enough root, I'll curve it just a little. I'll curve it just a little. And then this is literally a fork, because all you want the growth point in your brownie plug or your substrate, right? That's what you want in. But if you put it in sideways, your plant's, it's going to go sideways, right? So what happens is you want to put it in like that. That's what I did with this guy. I put it in like that, and he was gonna go sideways because he was literally like doing the Tupac gangster lean on it. So I just took a fork, plastic fork, broke it in half, and just scissored it so it would stay like upright. And I just leave it. And it's already pushing out a new leaf. This guy, I want to say, is 2 weeks old. 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. But they do take a while. But the problem is people want to bury it all the way down to like here. Like you want to bury your stem all the way down to here. Don't do that, cuz the sponge effect takes action, right? You got your kitchen sink sponge, right? It's really dry. This is for brownie plugs, and then you soak it up and it gets really soaked and saturated, and you fill all the pores in the scrubby thing. That's essentially what happens with your brownie plug, your moss, whatever. You're suffocating it with water. You're not giving it any room to breathe. Monstera especially need room to breathe. And nobody likes soggy bottoms. Just saying. I can show you a couple others. I have so many. Like this guy. This is Longaloba. This is one so if you guys have been, don't give your TC swamp ass. Exactly. Do you guys like swamp ass? I don't think so. So this is one that I subcultured. So if you've been in my lab shows, this is one of them that I pulled to grow out. I like it so. But look, okay, brownie plug, roots coming out of the bottom. It's a variegated one, but look, all white leaf, all white leaf. I don't expect this white leaf to make it very long. And look, if it keeps pushing out white leaves, I'm coming to it with scissors. I'm chopping it back to a corm. And you can do that with tissue culture. I will show you one. Look, this guy, Scalprum mint, contaminated as hell and was being a jerk to acclimate. I just cut that guy back to a corm, and he's growing. That's why my success rates are so good. I mean, not to be that way, because I'm not afraid to cut these guys back to corms if they act like assholes. They're not going to survive this household. They're not. So I got a couple more. I got green bambinos. I have some philodendron. Just straighten that guy out, right, Amy Jo? She gets it. Teletubbies for me have been growing really slow. The tissue culture one. Anybody else have a tissue culture Teletubby they've acclimated? I'm just curious because like these guys, only this like that guy has been acclimating for like 3 weeks. Slow ass grower. Slow ass grower in my like from what I've had versus like some of these other guys. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that make. Do you guys have any questions about the variegated stuff? Don't be scared to buy the variegated stuff, but just go into it that it's going to be a marathon. It's not going to be a race. Don't like. I know we all want the big plants, but like, you just got to baby it. This is your money. This is your money you're spending, right? Put your money in a savings account. The plant is the savings account, not for real. I'm just correlating the two, okay? It's got to go to, there we go. There we go. And moss bowls, yes. I'll talk about that. So, you're investing in a plant. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. And if you want to like buy plants to propagate and resell, just plan accordingly, right? Like right now and January is a great time to buy plants to have them grown for next season. You just have to strategize. You have to have a plan. You can't just willy-nilly go buy everything and then turn and burn it tomorrow. Yeah. Repotting immediately. Yeah, that I'm trying to think of how to describe that. And what it does. What it does to your plant. Like I do it with every single plant I buy, whether it's online or local nursery, anywhere. They get a shower. In the shower, literally I'll take them in the shower and I'll rinse them off. I rinse them off and then I put trifecta on mine. There's tons of stuff. And they get wiped down, they get checked, they get all that. They get all of the things. They get all the things. So your plant's already pissed off, and then you go and repot it and mess with the roots. It just makes it more upset. It just pisses off. How do you guys feel? Okay, real talk. I don't have kids, I got huskies. Let's say you're doing a long road trip with your kids in the car and they're all under the age of 5. Okay. And you're on like a 10-hour car ride. You are pissed off by the end of that car ride. I think. I've heard. I've heard. And you're like, I need to quarantine myself away from my children. I do that with my huskies. I've done it. I recommend it. I do it with my huskies. Sometimes they annoy the shit out of me because I'm home all day. They're home all day. Like, God, they get annoying. I need to quarantine. I need to quarantine myself away from the huskies because they annoy the shit out of me. So your plant is already annoyed because it's been on a long ass road trip with under the age of 5 kids. Okay, because I'm in the post office, right? Stop hating on the post office so much, okay? I mean, things are delayed right now for a lot of people. Not saying, I'm not so. We're just talking TCs. We're not selling TCs today. But Velvet Leaf Lounge probably still has some, and Crowned and Ivy still has some. I do believe. Um. So yeah, that's what it's like. In there. Try to run. Oh shit! There you go. That is a great. See, you are an adult. We needed an adult. 10 hours and having to run a marathon. Yes, that's what you do. Like the plants I get don't even get the full light. Like I put them in the bathroom. Hard pass. I put them in the bathroom because it gets good light in there. Yeah, weather is sucky. That's another reason that I like wanted to slow down shipping mine because it's just the delay season and it was a business decision. I tell everybody that make a decision that is good for you and your business. Don't make a decision just because everybody else is selling stuff. Okay, like like I'm not gonna lie, it gets hard sometimes. I see people sell. I'm like, oh man, I want to sell because I want to make that money, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what keeps us on this app and going. Um, but it was a business decision. So when you think about your decisions, think about, is it a good business decision? Will you be here next season? Like, and will you be better next season? What strategies are you putting in place to be better next season? And that's what these off months are for me, like a self-reflective business thing. Yeah, exactly. Like you guys saw everything I got cooking. Like I propagated those last month in preparation for the spring. So that's just make those plans. Make those plans, make those strategies, and stick to the strategies, okay? Just stick to them. Okay, it's like sticking to a budget going into a baked goods show. You're probably not going to stick to your weekly budget. Just telling you guys from maybe personal experience. My favorite prop setup is either brownie plugs or just moss and perlite. I'll show you my prop bin. But I'm comfortable with moss and perlite. Okay, I don't. Everybody else, you all can share your setups, your prop box setups. Like I'll also use brownie plugs. But Schnapsis go in moss perlite, and then prop bin apothos go in moss mixed with perlite, and then a base layer for drainage. But I also have a humidity meter in there. So, all right, real quick, I'm gonna switch you guys. So I can talk about. You guys have been so patient. All right, so we got our thing. Do not immediately plant this guy in your substrate. You hear people talk about it all the time. You got to let it callus over. Okay, why do we let it callus over? Because it's like pouring dirt into an open wound. Okay, think of the end of the node. Like right now, it's a bunch of open-ended straws, like drinking straws, right? Like all those pores, drinking straws. So when you go to pour water in it, it's gonna travel down to the node and rot it. So you got to let it callus over. Okay, timing depends on like the size of the node. I've done some pothos like really quickly, like 6 hours, but like depending on the size of the node, it's already starting to callus because I got it under a fan. But it's starting to callus. 24. Oh, really? So I I hold on. I set out some pothos overnight and the leaves wilted, so I had to bring them back. But I got half of them back because I forgot about them. Okay, the other thing, this is not necessary, guys. This is not necessary. Okay, I'm also a woodworker and deal with a lot of live edge, live ingrain stuff. Super glue and wax, yeah. I've used super glue. I was always worried I was gonna burn them with wax, but that's not the case. Super glue and wax. Yep. So, oh shit. Melt a crown? Oh my god. I'm gonna start selling crowns. Crayolas. Why didn't why didn't I think of that? See? Colorful buttness. Right? Right? Okay. Sorry, I squirreled there because it's awesome. All right, so I personally use It's called Ingrain Sealer. It's for like tree farms. Like right, I told you guys, my brother does. They have a greenhouse, but they also have Christmas tree farm during the winter. And you guys, like, if you're like, if you have to cut your trees back in your yard in the off season, you could use this too. Okay, because same concept for your flowers, for your trees outside. Same concept. When you make a fresh cutting, like all the stuff's going in it. Yeah, you definitely want, but they use this because they regrow their trees and stuff. So you don't want it to. Same concept, right? Different elements outside. Yeah, take you guys could take a screenshot if you want or clip it. Oh, that's awesome. Ingrain sealer. The reason I like this is because it goes on white and then as it dries it clears. It clears. It's clear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to get a paper towel now so it's not all over everything. But yeah, we could talk oh, what'd she say? Go goats? Got goaded. Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. All right. So let me take this. I am so you got to also think, are they going to fit in my cup? This guy might not fit in my cup. So I'll probably chop a little more. But this guy definitely will. So I'm going to move you guys, show you guys what I do with this. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So, right, we got our baby node from whatever thingamabobber in the forest. I gotta find that monkey. That monkey is loose in my house now. Okay. Top and bottom. Top and bottom. Okay. I'm just taking this, just shake it up a little bit. And then I just literally pour a little bit into the cap. God, the crown. The crown is a great idea. I'm still blown about the crown. Okay. Then all I do is I take the node, I give it a little swirly swirl, and then it goes on white. Okay. And I'll just set it out. I'll let it sit. And don't forget the other side. Okay. Just put a little on my finger. Don't finger your plants, guys. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. Uh-oh. Pablo's here. All right, so, right? That's what we do. And then I just set it over here. Guys, Anthurium Addict and Pablo's plants, I don't know who else does anthuriums than those two guys or girls, people, they, them, whoever, whatever. Don't come for me. Um, super anthurium, whoever you are today. See, it's confusing, Pablo. It really is. I don't know who you are some days. Period. But we love you. I love you. We like the monkey in the rainforest. Ah, touche, touche, touche. Okay, because I'm not a huge anthurium person, I do like my crystallinums. I will buy them in tissue culture, but here's the thing with tissue culture and anthuriums, guys. Some of them will be very basic, or some of them will be highly variegated, just because. Wait, hold on. Let me back up. Some of them would be very basic because there's patents on some of these guys. So don't just go propping and chopping every single anthurium, some of them are patented, right? Like I can't remember all of them, but so I just kind of keep what I like. I grow some out, sell some in tissue culture for you guys because they're great. They're great starter plants to try stitchu culture. See, I sell stitch and tissue culture because they're all green most of the time. All green. Philodendron are also pretty easy to acclimate because a lot of them are all green. Their roots look different, but I like these guys. Don't look at the tips, okay? Don't look at them. Don't look at them. But I like the heart leaf with the closed sinus. That's what I like. Those are my favorites. And I have a berry blue velvet. I just simply got it because I love the name. That's really the only reason. Okay. So like this guy, so right, it's gonna go in the cup like this. So there's plenty of room on that guy. Oh, we propped the big elbow. That's what we did. Sorry, Pablo. I don't know if I answered your question. Okay. Just I'm not saying that. You guys will say it for me. You guys will say it for me. All right. So I may prop this guy just a little closer. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Okay. So every time I prop it, what did I do with my ISO? There it is. I'll ISO it. Oh shit. My dogs are gonna come eat it. And if you're a seller, we got 50. Drop your shows. You guys are more than welcome to drop your shows. Cause I am just dipping that. What's up, JC? Welcome in. So it'll go on white and it'll dry clear. Keep your mind out of the gutters, guys. This guy will probably, he may fit in the cup. I should have got a cup out to test it. Also, what you can do is wrap it right here with some of that, some of the tape, not tape, the felt stuff. I'll give you a tip too. Okay, guys, if you're dropping your shows and anybody else's shows, if you're in like a different category and somebody tells you to drop your shows, like what you just did, Sam, that was great. To make it stand out even more, put a question mark in the beginning of it. That way when they're in those big shows and people are like, drop your shows, and I may know what you sell. I may know you're a plant person, but not everybody does. So they'll see like Sammy. I wouldn't have thought plants, but you shared it. So just, oh, thanks. So just little stuff that I've learned. Yeah, turn it yellow. She knows. She knows what's up. And a lot of times I'll tell people if I have a really full room, if they're talking to me, drop a question, even if it's a comment. That way I know you're addressing me because sometimes people, you guys know how chats go. People get talking to each other, which is completely fine. And then I don't catch it sometimes. So look, and then good old, I didn't want to chop her because she wasn't hardened off yet, but she's more hardened off. But look, okay, this is a great example of this guy's leaf. If I would have left him, this thick part, this side, right right here, that's the new leaf unfurling in there. Okay. Another great reason not to overwater your tissue cultures, because when when your leaf is unfurling, right? One of the common issues. What you got about yeah, selling TCs. I love it. One of the common issues when your leaves are unfurling, right, and it's overwatered, and that water gets in the crown of whatever plant you're on. Plant, like you're on a planet. Put the lid on before I dump this shit. Um, when your leaf is unfurling and you got like water droplets or anything like that, the baby leaves are already soft and it gets trapped. If it struggles at all coming out, god dang it, these are bad analogies. That's where you get, I'll show you one of the pinks that had that issue unfurling, just to give you an example. Oh, where did she go? This is pink black velvet tissue culture. Okay, this was the newest leaf, and it struggled unfurling because it got caught. So it came out funky style. So that's like, there's so many different factors, that play into it. That's one. All right. Let me go. So why do I like felt poles versus moss poles? Literally, yeah, everything is on felt or the cocoa core. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Cat K? That's all right. Welcome in. Thanks for jumping in. So, when even when I did have moss poles, I just let them dry out, right? You do get the drier aerial roots, okay? Like sometimes they crack. I'm trying to see. See? Like they do have the callus over them, which is fine. Okay, it's not bad. So, let's say we're on the pole. Your monstera, they need support. They need support. Obviously, they need all the nutrients. Like, we're just talking strictly support. When you have your monstera or your pothos, or I forget, I know some philodendron can go on poles. I'm not a philodendron person by any means, because I'm very allergic to them. They set off my allergies. I found that out. Didn't know that. That's why I only do them in tissue cultures. They are light hogs. They are light hogs. Yes. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure. What other aeroids are there? That sounds bad. I'm probably not. I bet they can. Oh, so your Schinapsis. Your Schinapsis are, there you go. See, you were reading my mind. Schinapsis go on planks. I'll show you what I got as far as Schinapsis goes. Schinapsis I have on planks. They can also go on poles, but some of them are shingling, which means when you put them on a flat surface, they'll literally like shingle. Um, so this guy, you see, he's gonna start flattening out. This leaf is going. So what happens when you pink what? Oh, pipers. Yeah, I do. See, I don't know them all. You're signaling to your plant that it has enough support to continue growing, and that sends the chemicals up, like your cytokine. Your plant does have a cytokinin sometimes. Yes, yes, they do. Not sometimes, they do. They have different hormones within them, right? Just like us, just like humans. Plants have hormones in them, and when it's on a pole, it's signaling to those specific hormones meant for growing like up and bigger and brighter and more beautiful, that it's okay to keep going. Okay. And as it goes up, the bigger the leaf is going to be, just like this guy. Okay. This leaf was like the very top one we cut. Okay. The sides of the true. And then this leaf was one of the like the more down towards the bottom. So you got this guy versus this guy versus this guy versus this guy. I forgot to look up the hormone before I came live, so please Google it. But it's signaling to it, just like the pothos. Pothos, a lot of people will hang them. And what ends up happening is you got that node, right? You got this node. Go with me. I know it's an aerial root, but let's say this is a node. And you guys have, this is your pothos hanging down off whatever you got it on. You got it on some shelf, right? Okay. This little piece is your pothos. This is your node. So as it's weighing itself down, it's stretching out the node. It's stretching out to node. So if you got a pothos and you're looking at it right now, your leaves are probably smaller. And there's a lot of gap in between from leaf to leaf sometimes. Are they really? All right, cool. Some of your hang really? Leave it to Amy Moo. What it does is it stretches out that node. Okay, because it's gonna keep going down, 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 versus when you support it, you're stacking your nodes. Very basic info. Okay. What's up, Sue? I have never had pothos like hanging that got as big as my hand, so that's good to know. See, guys, even I learn. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It should make sense. For hell yeah. That's the other thing. Like, if you have alocasia, like take it with don't over fertilize your what am I saying? Tissue culture. Don't do it, you'll burn it. But let's say you have a big alocasia or whatever, you can get more than more than 3 leaves. They are hungry, hungry assholes. Okay? So, like this guy, fertilize. All right. Gold black velvet. Okay, 4 leaves. 4 leaves. What's this guy? Polyaria, tons of leaves. Ooh, yeah. Do you guys fertilize in the winter months? I fertilize mine all the time. Every watering, in between waterings, stuff like that. Look at that. All right, let me see. Let me see here. Does that make sense, guys, or did I confuse the shit out of you more? Again, take it. It's very basic info. Very basic level. Don't overcomplicate this stuff. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Amy. And thanks for contributing. Seriously, guys. Like, I love it when you guys engage in like how you do it, because it just it helps everybody feel comfortable that it's okay to do stuff in a different way. Cause it is. I have gotten the mentality of keep it as a greenhouse mentality, keep it simple, keep it just keep it simple. You can get complicated as you get better at it, but if you're just starting out, just keep it simple. Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's all about what works for your space. That's another reason, okay? Guys, don't tell people that I told you not to buy big plants, okay? I buy big plants, they're perfectly fine. But that's why I like tissue culture and corms specifically. That's okay. It's supposed to be fun. Like, I think people see the big plant, the 60 plus dollar TC, and they go straight for that. And you just got to start small. You got to start small. Shit, where was I going with that? TCs. TCs and corms. That's why I like TCs and corms. Yeah, exactly, Cat K. Because when I buy a tissue culture or a corm, like it's not a whole ass big ass plant. So the likelihood of it being able to acclimate to my space is much higher than if I buy a big plant from like Arizona and then because that in that dry ass heat. That's all right, Sue. So very dry. So I might buy a big plant from Cat K in dry ass Arizona, and then it comes to Missouri in the heat of the summer, and it's humid and hot. That plant's gonna be pissed and probably be pissed acclimating. It will do it. I've done it on all of them. Do not be scared to buy big plants. But that's why I like small stuff because the corms essentially like acclimate to your space. Like you really don't have to worry about like what it was in. I never do. Like I'll just pluck it straight from one of my well, I guess they are my plants. Never mind. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. I was trying to think of what other yeah, the golden bone, best big plant ever. Best big plant ever. Let me see here. That's all right. I think I'm gonna get ready to log off, actually. Unless you guys have more questions. I gotcha. Guys, I do have a raid train later today. That's why we came on earlier. Um, it's a naughty or nice raid train. It actually starts in an hour. So I got to get ready for that. We'll have our Tuesday morning shows per the usual. Good morning, Reworkers Passion. We were just wrapping up here. We'll have our regular morning shows. A raid train later today. There are a lot of kick-ass raid trains on the app today. It's gonna be fun. I loved your glow in the dark sweater. That was genius. That was genius. How do you join a raid train? That is a great question. Well, oh, tonight that one's full, but there's a couple people that do like new seller plant raid trainer cards. No, it's going to be giftable items. You guys can go to my show. I have it all preloaded. It's either a naughty or nice giftable item. It's not going to be plants. It's not going to be cards. It's like stock. I went the stocking stuffer route. So just about everything will fit in a stocking stuffer. So it's going to be like the deal hunting that I do. So what is a raid train? That's an even better question. It's a but. Look, think of it like the food truck concept, right? When you go to some event, there's a bunch of food trucks. Essentially, a bunch of sellers. Somebody coordinates it. A bunch of sellers come together. There's like a theme of it, like the naughty or nice raid train. I have like a card reader raid train coming up. So there's generally a theme. Everybody comes together. There's like rules, like this one is like 15 minutes to sell whatever you can. And then you just raid on into other sellers. That's just like the very basic version. I have learned, sure, probably. Well, I got to get ready. I have learned I do like the faster raid trains. No shame on anybody that does like an hour-long raid train, but now that I've done like 5 and 10-minute raid trains, that's all I'll sign up for anymore. 15 minutes was pushing it. I'm just that's not bad. But yeah, no shame on anybody that does longer raid trains, but I've started to learn just like yeah, no shade whatsoever. I've just learned listening to people talk in a good way, okay? Like it is true. People are there for the event. Like a food truck event. They are there for the event. It's great for your blah, exposure. It's good for your exposure. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But you got to keep in mind there people are there for the event. You usually get really good deals on a raid train, good for followers 100%, and it's just great. So like as long as you go into it, obviously we're going to try to sell stuff. We're going to try to sell stuff. But at the end of the day, it's for exposure. It's for exposure, it's for followers. And I mean, I hope for me especially, a lot of the raid trains I'm on are not plant related because when I go into those raid trains, I can tell people about the plant category and whatever other category. People are there for the event. You do sell some good stuff, you get some good deals. So if you just keep that in mind, they're fun. Because I know it's really easy to get discouraged when you're already on here selling and you get like no sales. Like last night, I did a pop up Pokemon card sale. I didn't sell a damn thing, but yesterday morning I sold a shit ton. So it's the ebb and flow of it. So just keep that in mind on the raid trains, and they're just fun. You meet new people. Yeah, it's hit or miss for sure. That's why I like the faster ones because time matters. Time matters to me. So guys, we got plenty of raid trains this week and this week, like it's already next week. Let me find somebody to raid. I wonder I did do what Green 13 did the other day. Let's see here. Naughty or nice. Let's go. Appreciate you guys hanging out, chatting it up. And you can ask anytime, any of my shows. You guys want to see the albos? We'll rock the albos. I'll show you how they're doing. Do you guys want plants or something else? Everything else. Hold on. I'm going to let Whatnot pick for me. I'm going to let Whatnot pick for me. Who's a new seller, maybe? But what? You too. You too. All right. I'm going to let Whatnot pick for me because that's fun. That's fun to do. Let's see who it picks. AB Tropics. It picked AB Tropics. All right. Let's go hang out with AB for a little while. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you guys on the flip side.